On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Tale.
A story made up in someone's imagination, especially one full of action and adventure.
Examples:
A fairy tale. Tale of horror. Ghosts in folk tales are almost always malicious.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Airborne.
Moved or conveyed by or through the air, in the air.
Examples:
Airborne troop. Airborne particles. The amount of airborne pollen this year is higher than usual.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Diarrhea.
A common digestive disorder with the frequent passage of loose, watery stools that can be caused by various factors such as infections, food poisoning, and certain medications.
Examples:
Diarrhea-related dehydration. Diarrhea with abdominal pain. I had a terrible case of diarrhea and couldn't stop going to the bathroom.
Malnutrition.
The condition of having an improper or inadequate diet, typically resulting in weakness, illness, and developmental problems. The state of being undernourished or lacking essential nutrients.
Examples:
Severe malnutrition. Childhood malnutrition. The doctor advised the patient to eat a balanced diet to avoid malnutrition.
Indoor.
Located, happened, or used inside a building.
Examples:
An indoor pool. Designed for indoor use. Table tennis is an indoor sport.
Fir.
A type of tall evergreen tree that is native to the northern hemisphere, with needle-like leaves and cones that stand upright on the branches.
Examples:
Fir branch. Fir forest. The smell of fresh fir trees filled the air at the Christmas tree farm.
Acute.
Extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
acute pain, acute triangle. The patient died from acute alcohol intoxication.
Respiratory.
Relating to the organs and processes involved in breathing, such as the lungs and the act of inhaling and exhaling air.
Examples:
respiratory failure, alleviate respiratory ailments. Chronic respiratory disorders, such as asthma, can significantly impact a person's quality of life.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples:
a bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Shocking.
Extremely or surprisingly bad, or causing a strong emotional response such as surprise or disgust.
Examples:
shocking response, shocking revelation. The news of the accident was shocking and left many in shock. Appalling. Causing horror or shock, deeply disturbing or offensive, extremely bad or unpleasant.
Examples:
appalling crimes, appalling behavior. The condition of that old house was appalling. Burning. Intense or scorching heat. Examples: burning desire, burning passion. The fire spread rapidly, engulfing everything in its path in a burning inferno. Fuel. A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy. Examples: biomass fuel, smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity. Stove. A kitchen appliance consisting of a flat top, usually with heating elements, used for cooking food. Examples: stovetop, hot stove. I made dinner on the stove using a pot and a pan. Carbon. A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals. Examples: carbon dioxide, carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen. Nanotube. A tube-shaped structure that is composed of very small particles, typically with a diameter of a few nanometers. Nanotubes are used in a variety of applications, including electronics and materials science. Examples: nanotube technology, Metallic nanotube. Carbon nanotubes are used in various fields of science and technology due to their unique properties.
Macro.
Computing, a set of instructions that automate a frequently used series of keystrokes or mouse actions. Photography, a lens that allows you to take close-up photographs. Economics, a large-scale economic policy or system.
Examples:
Macroeconomy, macro scale. Macrophotography is a technique that allows you to take close-up photos of small objects.
Charcoal.
A black, porous substance made by burning wood or other organic matter in the absence of air, often used for drawing or cooking.
Examples:
Charcoal brown, charcoal grill. The artist used charcoal drawing to create a realistic portrait of her subject.
Rural.
Of or relating to the countryside.
Examples:
Rural accents. People in rural areas. Many rural areas are still impoverished.
Deforest.
To clear an area of forest or trees.
Examples:
Deforest a mountain. Deforest millions of acres. The company planned to deforest a large rainforest area to make way for a new plantation.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Severe.
Extremely serious or bad in feeling, manner, or strict and harsh, extremely strong or vigorous.
Examples:
Severe heat. A severe case of pneumonia. The senator received severe criticism from his opponent.
Flood.
A large amount of water flowing beyond its normal limits, an overwhelming number or amount.
Examples:
Flood advisory. A flood of questions. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Attribute.
To say or regard that something is the result of a particular thing, noun, a quality or feature that someone or something possesses.
Examples:
Attribute the change to their marriage. Attribute directly to sales. He attributes the disappointing results to the economic downturn.
Stabilize.
To become or cause to become steady or unlikely to give way.
Examples:
Stabilize prices. Stabilize blood sugar levels. The raising of interest rates stabilizes the inflation rate.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Harvest.
Yields of plants in a single growing season, the period of the year when gathering occurs on a farm.
Examples:
A scanty harvest. Reap a harvest. During harvest, farmers are incredibly busy.
Ignorant.
Lacking knowledge or awareness in general, uneducated or unsophisticated, unaware of certain facts or information.
Examples:
Ignorant remark. Blissfully ignorant. He was ignorant of the fact that the meeting had been moved to a different location.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality. To impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
Damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Fossil.
Any preserved remains, impression, or trace of any once living thing that has become hard and turned into rock.
Examples:
Burning of fossil fuels. A fossil leaf. It was the fossil of a dinosaur tooth.
Solar.
Of, from, or relating to the sun.
Examples:
The solar system. A solar eclipse. Solar panels have greatly improved not only in performance, but also in durability.
Surprisingly.
In a way that causes amazement or wonder.
Examples:
Surprisingly advanced culture. Have surprisingly little effect. The exam was surprisingly tricky for everyone.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Stud.
A small object with a head on one end and a sharp point on the other, used for fastening clothing, leather, or other materials. An animal used for breeding, typically a male horse or bull that is of superior breeding stock. Verb, to decorate or adorn with studs, to provide with studs for support.
Examples:
Horse stud. Wall stud. He bought a new stud to attach the strap to his watch.
Corps.
A large group of people trained and organized for a particular purpose, such as the military or a performing arts troupe.
Examples:
Airborne Corps, Corps Artillery. The Corps arrived at the front lines just in time to reinforce the exhausted soldiers.
Volunteer.
A person who performs or offers to perform a job or service without being paid for or forced to do.
Examples:
Seek volunteers. My volunteer work. The teachers make full use of volunteer assistance.
Device.
A piece of equipment, tool, or technology that serves a particular purpose or function, often mechanical or electronic.
Examples:
Electronic device, tracking device. I always carry a backup device in case my phone runs out of battery.
Compress.
To press or squeeze together to make something take up less space.
Examples:
Compress the chest. Compress gas. She compressed the files into a single zip archive to save space on her computer.
Briquette.
A compact block or piece of fuel, typically made from coal, charcoal, or biomass, used as a source of heat or fuel in various appliances and industries.
Examples:
Sawdust briquette. Compressed briquette. We bought a bag of charcoal briquettes for our camping trip.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Triple.
Consisting of 3 items or people, 3 times as great or many.
Examples:
A triple mirror. Triple digits. His coach is a triple Olympic champion.
Throughput.
The amount of material or information that can be processed by a system or organization over a given period of time.
Examples:
Workplace throughput. Network throughput. The data center's throughput is impressive, allowing for quick processing of large amounts of data.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Discotheque.
A nightclub or restaurant where recorded music is played and people dance.
Examples:
Discotheque party. Discotheque scene. He couldn't wait to hit the discotheque and dance the night away.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Paperwork.
Administrative tasks that involve writing or typing documents.
Examples:
Paperwork process. Bureaucratic paperwork. The paperwork for the loan application was extensive.
Readily.
Easily or willingly, without hesitation or difficulty, quickly or promptly.
Examples:
Readily available. Readily accessible. The user manual can readily find the information you're looking for.
Extract.
A short passage taken from a book, piece of music, etc., a substance obtained from something through a specific process. Verb, to obtain from something or to remove something by effort or force.
Examples:
A brief extract from the book. Botanical extract. Anesthetize the gum before extracting the teeth.
Sugarcane.
A tall, tropical grass that is grown for its sweet, juice-filled stalks, which are used to make sugar and other products.
Examples:
Sugarcane plantation. Sugar made from sugarcane. Sugarcane juice was a popular drink in the hot weather.
Bagasse.
The fibrous residue left after extracting juice from sugarcane or similar plant material, often used as a biofuel or in the production of paper and board products.
Examples:
Bagasse boiler. Bagasse pulp. The company leads bagasse recycling, turning waste into valuable products.
Nutritional.
Of or relating to the substance required by the body to maintain health and growth.
Examples:
Nutritional supplement. Bit of nutritional yeast. The nutritional value of the food should be clearly labeled on the packaging.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples:
A sand pile. The height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Harness.
To control and exploit the power of something, especially natural resources that produce energy, Noun, a set of narrow pieces of leather and metal that are used to control or hold in place a person, animal, or object.
Examples:
Harness a horse to a carriage. Put a harness on my pet. People have been exploring ways to harness natural forces and resources since ancient times.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Kill.
An oven or furnace used for baking, drying, or firing clay, pottery, bricks, or other materials, typically made of brick or refractory material and heated with wood, coal, or gas.
Examples:
Brick kiln. Electric kiln. The pottery was fired in the kiln for several hours to harden it.
Gallon.
A unit for measuring volume. In the US, it is equal to about 3.79 liters, and in the UK, Canada, and other countries, it is equal to about 4.55 liters.
Examples:
5-gallon square can. 10-gallon hat. The imperial gallon was standardized legally by the British Empire.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Seal.
To close or fasten an envelope, etc., securely. Noun, a large marine mammal that chiefly lives in cold regions and comes on shore to breed.
Examples:
Seal a hole. A fur seal. He sealed the letter with hot wax. Restrict. To limit someone's actions or movements, or to limit something to lessen its size or prevent it from increasing.
Examples:
Restrict an internet access. Restrict the use of this parking lot. We restrict the number of students per course to 20. Oxygen. The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live. The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Convenient.
Useful, helpful, or quick to do.
Examples:
Convenient way. Convenient location. The airport offers 5 convenient access routes.
Sticky.
Made of or covered with an adhesive substance, hot or warm and humid.
Examples:
Sticky weather. Sticky situation. A peculiar sticky material coated the foliage.
Porridge.
A hot cereal dish made from boiled grains or legumes, typically oats, rice, or cornmeal, often served with milk or sweeteners.
Examples:
Oat porridge. Sweet porridge. A bowl of hot porridge is a nutritious breakfast option in winter.
Cassava.
A starchy, tuberous root plant that is native to South America and is grown in many tropical and subtropical regions around the world.
Examples:
Cassava flour. Cassava starch. Cassava leaves are also eaten as a vegetable in some parts of the world.
Yucca.
A type of plant belonging to the agave family, typically found in arid regions, with long, pointed leaves and tall stalks of white flowers. Some species of yucca have edible parts and are used for various purposes, including food, medicine, and landscaping.
Examples:
Desert yucca. Ornamental yucca. The desert landscape was dotted with yucca plants, adding a touch of green to the arid scenery.
Tapioca.
A starchy substance derived from the cassava plant, typically used in cooking and baking as a thickening agent or as the base for puddings or desserts.
Examples:
Tapioca balls. Tapioca pearls. I love the texture and taste of tapioca pudding.
Starch.
A complex carbohydrate found in many plants, including rice, wheat, and potatoes, that is an important foodstuff for humans and animals.
Examples:
Starch granules. Potato starch. When heated, starch molecules absorb water and become thick and gooey, making it a useful thickening agent in cooking.
Bind.
To tie or fasten someone or something tightly with rope, string, etc., so that they cannot move or are held together strongly.
Examples:
Bind the man's hands. Bind old letters into a bundle. The company's rules bind the employees' working hours.
Graduate.
A person who has a first degree from university or college. Verb, to complete the first course of university or college and get a degree.
Examples:
Graduate degree program. Honor graduate. Many employers hire graduate trainees to train as managers.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Instruct.
To teach someone practical skills or knowledge. To formally order or tell someone to do something.
Examples:
Instruct a student. Instruct a computer. The facility manager instructed the security guards to be on high alert.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
The inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Cow.
A domesticated mammal with characteristic features such as a hump, large udders, and curved horns that is raised for its milk or meat.
Examples:
Cowherd. Dairy cow. The farmer milked the cows every morning before breakfast.
Dung.
Solid waste from animals, especially from large animals such as cattle and horses. Verb, to fertilize or dress with animals' excrement.
Examples:
Ball of dung. Dung the land. You can see the horse dung on the country road.
Biomass.
The total quantity of living matter in a given unit of environment, including plants, animals, and microorganisms.
Examples:
Biomass energy. Fuel biomass. The biomass in a forest can be measured by collecting and weighing all living plants within a specific area.
Affected.
Influenced, feeling or showing emotion, especially exaggerated emotion, not natural or sincere.
Examples:
Affected way of walking. The affected part. Her affected accent made it difficult to take her seriously.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event. The act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Locally.
In or to a specific or limited area or region, focused or restricted to a particular locality or community.
Examples:
Buy locally. Support locally. The restaurant sources its ingredients locally, ensuring freshness and supporting local farmers.
Wheat.
A cereal plant that is the most important kind grown in temperate countries, the grain of which is ground to make flour for bread, pasta, pastry, etc.
Examples:
Harvesting wheat. Wheat crop. The farmer grew wheat on his land.
Straw.
Dry stalks of cereal plants used as fodder, fuel, basket, etc.
Examples:
Straw basket. Rice straw. The straw hat protected her face from the sun while she worked in the fields.
Manure.
Organic matter, such as animal dung or decaying plant material, used as fertilizer to improve the fertility of soil. Animal waste material used as fertilizer.
Examples:
Composted manure. Animal manure. The farmers used cow manure to create compost for their crops.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples:
An ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
Side by side.
Describing two or more things that are positioned next to each other, in close proximity, and typically in a parallel manner. Adverb, next to each other, with one thing positioned close to the other.
Examples:
Side-by-side comparison. Working side by side. The side-by-side comparison of the two products revealed significant differences in quality and features.
Comparison.
The consideration or examination of the similarities between two or more people or things.
Examples:
Ease of comparison. Comparison of foods on a caloric basis. I've included the two designs for a comparison.
Crumble.
To break or fall apart into small pieces or fragments, especially due to age, decay, or lack of support.
Examples:
Crumble to dust. Began to crumble under financial pressure. The old building was starting to crumble due to years of neglect and lack of maintenance.
Compete.
To strive to achieve more success than someone or something.
Examples:
Compete against a friend. Compete fiercely. You must compete with others to obtain this position.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Accessible.
Capable of being reached, easily got, or seen.
Examples:
A town accessible by rail. Accessible to pity. He is an accessible and genial man.
Marketplace.
A physical or virtual venue where goods or services are bought and sold. An economic system that facilitates exchange between buyers and sellers.
Examples:
Marketplace competition. Global marketplace. The online marketplace offers a wide variety of products for shoppers.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Implement.
To put a decision, plan, or system into effect.
Examples:
Implement a corporate strategy. Implement security measures. The government promised to implement a new system to control the financial crisis.
Portion.
One component of a larger entity.
Examples:
The inner portion of the body. Large portion. The rocket's front portion falls off.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Revenue.
The income that a government receives from taxes or that a company earns from its business.
Examples:
Tax revenue. Annual revenue. This graph indicates the city's tourism revenue over 5 years.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
Generate more electricity. Generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll. Rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Awful.
Causing fear, dread, or terror, very bad or unpleasant.
Examples:
An awful error. Do awful damage. I regretted making an awful mistake in my final exam.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
Population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Moving.
Causing strong emotions or feelings, especially sadness or sympathy.
Examples:
Moving experience. Moving ceremony. His moving speech about his struggles with addiction brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples:
Remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Agriculture.
The practice or science of cultivating the land or raising stock.
Examples:
Organic agriculture. Intensive agriculture. Agriculture is the foundation of our economy.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Cob.
A type of bread made from cornmeal, traditionally associated with Native American cuisine, the central hub or axis of a wheel or turbine, a small, delicately built horse, typically used for riding or light work.
Examples:
Cob construction. Cob loaf. The chef boiled the corn cob in water before roasting it on the grill.
Laptop.
A portable computer that is small enough to be carried around easily and used on your lap.
Examples:
Bring my laptop. Thin and light laptop. I need to finish this report by tonight, so I'll be working on my laptop all day.
Nick.
A small cut, notch, or indentation in a surface or an edge.
Examples:
A nick on the fender of a car. Nick on my hand. The interviewer arrived in a nick of time.
Functional.
Designed for or capable of a particular activity, purpose, or task, practical or ready for use or service.
Examples:
Field of functional medicine. Functional deafness. The mobile phone was still functional even after being dropped.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Transfer.
To move, pass, or change from one person, place, or situation to another.
Examples:
Transfer a file. Transfer power. She transferred the money from her savings account to her checking account.
Commentary.
An expression or explanation of opinions or observations on a particular subject, event, or situation. Detailed analysis or explanation provided in writing or orally.
Examples:
Commentary piece. Political commentary. The sports commentary provided insightful analysis and observations throughout the game.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line. Verb, to propel a boat through the water using oars.
Examples:
Criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.
Right.
A person who makes or repairs something, especially a craftsman or artisan who works with wood or metal.
Examples:
A car right. Aircraft right. She was a skilled right, able to craft intricate pieces of furniture.
Zero-sum.
Referring to a situation in which an equal loss offsets each gain, describing a condition in which the total gains and losses balance to zero.
Examples:
Zero-sum economics. Zero-sum mentality. In some sports, such as tennis, the competition is a zero-sum game, with only one player able to win each match.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Situ.
Short for situated, meaning located or placed in a particular position or circumstance.
Examples:
Ex situ conservation, in situ control. Melanoma in situ is considered the earliest stage of melanoma and has a high cure rate with appropriate treatment.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale, economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Excess.
An amount or quantity beyond what is acceptable, expected, or reasonable.
Examples:
Lose excess weight. An excess of exports. The road of excess leads to the palace of wisdom.
Trade-off.
A balance achieved between two desirable but incompatible features, an exchange that occurs as a compromise.
Examples:
Trade-off problem. Environmental trade-off. There was a trade-off between speed and accuracy in the task.
Economics.
The branch of social science that deals with the production, consumption, and transfer of goods and services.
Examples:
Welfare economics. Economics professor. His class will cover an introduction to agricultural economics.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Grind.
To reduce something to small particles or powder by crushing or rubbing it, to work hard over a long period of time.
Examples:
Grind away at my work. Grind your teeth. She had to grind the coffee beans before making a fresh cup.
Grain.
Wheat or any other small hard seeds used as a food, a relatively small granular particle of a substance.
Examples:
A grain of sand. Flour made from grain. Ordinary air purifiers cannot adequately remove pollen grains.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples:
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Cement.
Make fast as if with cement. Noun, a building material that is a powder made of a mixture of calcined limestone and clay, used with water, sand, and small stones to make concrete.
Examples:
Cement a close relationship. Cement blend. They are eager to cement a positive reputation.
Roofing.
The material used in the construction of roofs.
Examples:
Roofing material. A roofing tile. Roofing tiles were the standard for a house of substantial size.
Fetch.
To go and bring back something or someone, to retrieve or obtain something.
Examples:
Fetch the mail. Fetch a ball. Could you help me fetch the ball from the other side of the field?
Workforce.
All the people who work in a company, industry, country, etc.
Examples:
Skilled workforce. The workforce is on strike. Many companies outsource and hire consultants to keep their workforce flexible.
Entrepreneur.
An individual who creates or invests in one or more businesses, especially when this involves taking financial risks.
Examples:
A successful entrepreneur. Billionaire entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs willingly accept business risks to achieve success.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples:
Promote a better relationship. Promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Finance.
The management of money, credit, banking, and investments, especially by a government or commercial organization, the branch of economics that studies the management of money and other assets.
Examples:
Finance Act. Manage my finances. Our company decided to hire an advisor who specializes in finance.
Enterprise.
A business or company, a purposeful or industrious undertaking, especially one that requires effort.
Examples:
Undertake an enterprise. His business enterprise. A growing enterprise requires a bold leader.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Poultry.
Domesticated birds kept by humans for their eggs, meat, or feathers.
Examples:
Poultry farming. A poultry walk. The poultry farm raised chickens and turkeys for meat and eggs.
Rear.
At, toward, or near the back part of something. Verb, to look after a child until it is an adult.
Examples:
The rear gate. Rear children. The player quickly went to the rear side of the defender.
Crop.
A plant that is cultivated in large amounts, particularly for food.
Examples:
Crop field. Crop herbicide. Sow early for an early crop.
Rethink.
To consider again a plan, idea, etc., especially to change it.
Examples:
Rethink a marketing plan. Rethink the role of the manager. We have to rethink our company's product lineup for further growth.
Strategy.
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
Military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Educational.
Relating to education or providing knowledge or instruction.
Examples:
Educational system. Elevate educational standards. The museum offers a variety of educational programs for children and adults.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Blacksmith.
A smith who forges and shapes iron with a hammer and anvil.
Examples:
Blacksmith welding. Blacksmith shop. The blacksmith shaped a horseshoe on his anvil.
Maintain.
To continue to uphold or sustain, to keep in a particular state or condition, to assert or declare something to be true.
Examples:
Maintain order. Maintain good health. I need to maintain my car regularly to prevent any major mechanical issues.
Treatment.
The way in which someone deals with or behaves towards someone or something, medical care provided to a patient for an injury or illness.
Examples:
First aid treatment. Treatment by diet. The primary purpose of the treatment is pain relief.
Disinfect.
To clean something using chemicals or other materials that kill germs or bacteria, making it safe and free from harmful microorganisms.
Examples:
Disinfect a wound. Disinfect the kitchen. It is important to disinfect surfaces regularly to prevent the spread of germs.
Bottleneck.
A narrow or busy section of road or a junction where the traffic often gets slower and stops, anything that slows down development or progress, especially in business or industry.
Examples:
Performance bottleneck. Bottleneck in production. Memory bandwidth is a significant bottleneck in this computational simulation.
Venture.
A business project or activity that is risky or daring.
Examples:
Venture capital. A joint venture. The venture into the new market was risky, but it paid off. Capitalism. An economic system based on the private ownership of the means of production and their operation for profit.
Examples:
Advance capitalism. Under the umbrella of capitalism. Capitalism also guarantees intellectual property rights and thus promotes innovation.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Fragment.
A small piece or part broken off or detached.
Examples:
Fragment of a text. A broken fragment. The archaeologist carefully pieced together the tiny fragments of pottery found at the dig site.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel. Statistics. The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data. Examples: Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems. Frame. A strong border or structure of the wood, metal, etc. that surrounds something such as a picture, door, or window. Examples: A picture frame. The frame of the policy. The detective looked for fingerprints on the window frame.